Confessions. Before I even get to Mariah, what was you and the staff, shout out to B. Cox, shout out to everybody, what kind of zone, what did y'all set out to do? Because if y'all just say, yo, we about to cook up some shit and go diamond and take over every piece of the world, y'all accomplished that to the T. But I don't think that's what y'all did.
Nah. Well, I mean, we had 8701 first before Confessions, right?
Shout out to that.
And
that was definitely.
Yeah, so 8701, we wrote You Got It Bad.
Yeah.
Real. So You Got It Bad, the success of You Got It Bad was just like, was the beginning of it. Like, it was like, okay, listen, we make, after You Got It Bad success, we went back in the studio for Confessions. The mentality was that we had to finish off what we thought You Got It Bad did, right? So Usher was talking about a song, like he felt like his relationship was going through this situation. He wanted it to burn out. Like, just let it burn out. I'm gonna have to go through the pain. And he was telling me this. And I couldn't really grasp what he was saying because I haven't gone through that type of situation. But I was trying to, and I was trying to figure it out. And he told me this and then he left. And I sat there for a minute. I kept thinking about it. I'm like, let it burn, let it burn. And I kept saying, like, oh, okay, when feeling like nobody, you know, I started trying to figure out what the words were. And then I got it. And I called him back. I said, I got it. I got the hook. So he came back to the studio and we did Let It Burn first, right? We did Let It Burn first. And then he started saying he was going through this thing where he couldn't really work in Atlanta. Let's go to LA. And I'm like, nah, here we go. This is the bullshit. I thought
everybody go through a phase. You thinking he gonna block his own blessings, right?
I'm like, here we go.
Like,
I'm thinking about me because I'm like I want to be where I can grab all the records that I need, any ideas. It's all in my studio, right? For me, as far as being creative, I don't want to go nowhere because I know I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna leave somewhere. I can't find something. Right. So he like, let's go to LA, and I'm like, shit, cool. I'm going. We go to Brandon's Way, and we get out there, and my man that was with me, he was talking to me about girls and side girls and relationships and this, that, and the third, and I just kept saying, that's all bad. Like, everything you talking about is all bad. And Usher came to the studio and we started talking about some things, but then he left. And all I kept remember, he was like, yo, let's come back tomorrow. And I was like, man, nah, I can't let LA beat me. I get like a writer's block. I feel like I got a writer's block, basically. And, you know, it's really, really bothering me because I already felt like it was going to happen when I got to LA.
Not to cut you off. That happens to me in LA. I can't just go there and go straight to the studio. I gotta cry. Some shit gotta happen. I don't got the same fluidity in the studio in LA that I got anywhere else. And I don't know what it is. It takes a while for me to I can't just go there and be Kiss off the rip.
So yeah, I never really successfully wrote in LA.
Never.
Me, myself. Yeah. Never hit one out the park in LA.
Yeah.
Like, I wrote shit there, but it wasn't.
Blackout was recorded in LA on X album. This is it right here, man. That's probably
no. He was recording out there.
Verse. I'm talking about for me. One of X album is the best I was able to.
So I'm going through this thing and I'm struggling. So I'm like, I told the engineer, give me a copy of the beat. Cause we made the beat. Me and Bikazi made the beat. And I think I know the beat right. I ain't got the words. I can't figure it out. And I'm thinking about saying stuff that I don't think Usher's gonna want to say. Right? So I'm thinking like that, he ain't gonna want to do this because this ain't what his life is, right? He ain't going through this. So I'm like, but that's what I want to say. But I'm thinking like this ain't gonna work. So I take the beat and I get in the car. And I'm getting in the car, I'm riding down Melrose, and I'm thinking like
I swear I knew.
I'm thinking like, shit, I ain't got the words. I can't. So I start thinking about Usual Suspect, right? Kaiser Soze was in the jail. Mm-hmm. He ain't had the words for the story. He just started looking for the words on the board and try to create the story. So I'm like, I'm gonna try this. And that's what I've started doing. I'm looking at signs on Melrose, all kind of shit going, right? So I get to the light, I think on 3rd, and the Beverly Center's in front of me. And that's when I say, every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend. Every time she called me, I told them, Gravy, I'm working. No, I was out doing my work. I was hand in hand in the Beverly Center like, man, not giving a damn who sees me. And I'm thinking like, oh, and I'm just grabbing this. Everything I see, I would have never said the Beverly Center in that song if the Beverly Center wasn't in front of me. I'm trying to do the Kaiser Soze shit, right? So as I get through that verse, I'm like, I got it. So everything I've been doing is all bad. I got a chick on the side with a crib and a ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Ain't nothing good. It's all bad. I just want to confess. And that's where confessions came from, with me saying I just want to confess all of this shit that I've been doing is bad. And we ain't have confessions. That if I wouldn't have said that I want to confess to you everything that I've been doing is bad. So it's like my time I'm saying this going to be the first R&B record where a nigga actually tell a girl, fuck it. Yeah. You ain't got to even ask. Yeah, I'm fucking her. This what I'm doing. I got a crib on the side, with a chick on the side with a crib in the ride. I've been telling you so many lies. Ain't nothing good. It's all bad. I ain't know where he's going. I just felt like
that song feels so good to this day.
All bad.
So that was the beginning, right? That was the beginning. I had to drive all the way to Malibu because everybody had left the studio and I couldn't record. I had to memorize all of this.
Keep all that shit
I had to keep going, right? So the next day, it's like, we got to hurry up and get to the studio. So I put it down,
You ain't write it down. You just kept
I'm driving and writing in my head.
I forget too much.
So we get back, we do all bad. And then Mark pitched like, well, what happened after this situation? What happened with the chick on the side? Then it hit me. It's like, oh, damn, she got pregnant. This is like my real life, right? The chick on the side get pregnant. I know this story. I really know this story. I ain't even got to write this, right? So that's when we like, okay, I'm like, shit, was this going to be part 2? And part 2 became These Are My Confessions. And if we wouldn't have ever got to that, if we wouldn't have we did a part 2 of a song that never even came out.
Wow. So that was part 2 to the part 1. That was the response.
Yeah.
And you ain't even do the first one.
Well, we did it, but it didn't come out. LA didn't put All Bad on the first. He didn't put it on the album. He put it on the repackage.
You naming some big names, right? So you saying L.A. Reid, you saying Mark Pitts. Who decides what comes on the album?
L.A. Reid on LaFace. At that time, Arista, that was his.
He'd be like, I want this. I want that.
Shot call.
That's his job. That's what he's doing. And that was his space. Like L.A., putting the albums together.
Crazy,
that was his space.
I just saw like a old interview with R. Kelly, and he said he would do like 100 songs and listen to all of them and pick out the 12 on the album. Like, you know how hard that shit had to be?
Yeah.
To like, there's probably some gems left on the floor, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I never even understood why LA didn't even put both versions. He ain't put All Bad. And I'm like, what's crazy is that people gonna listen to this and they're hearing the second story. They don't even know where it came from. But I couldn't figure. I couldn't figure out how it worked.
Was genius.
Yeah, it was.
It was like crazy genius.
Yeah. So I think that was the beginning of Confessions.
I think Big Pun, right?
If you think about it, though, JD, that's how movies. Sometimes they make you watch the movie backwards.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And he was ill. He said he did the Kaiser Soze. He had writer's block, so he was looking at signs and was like driving around.
That's
yeah.
I mean, but you ain't got it. You know what I mean? Like, if you under pressure, that's all I remember about that movie is that dude was in the, in the jail. The dude asking him questions and he's under pressure.
He made a whole story with it.
Yeah, he just looking at stuff and he's like, oh.
That's crazy.
And if you could put it together to make it sound good, that's what I started trying to do.
1 year since the Kendrick and Drake discrepancy, what they like to call it beef in the media world, since we in media.
We in media now.
But thank God nothing happened to anybody physically. Yeah. But how you feel about? Personally, I thought it was about 4 or 5 months ago. I can't believe it's already been a year.
This shit is out of control, man. How's a year? But what I can tell you is, boy, that Kendrick Lamar gets some spins in the LA radio. Nah.
Everybody from LA gets spins
Yeah,
on
but
LA
you never
radio.
seen. When's the last time you went and put on the radio in LA? I was there last weekend.
I was there like last week too.
Bro, I never seen nothing like this. Like every single song, they like to turn the TV off. The other one, this, the this, that, the this,
do get a lot of
the scissor, the Luther, the this, that. What?
It's spinning.
It's a fact. Kendrick Lamar gets played 9 out of every 10 songs in LA right now. Not even Snoop Dogg, not even Tupac Shakur, not nobody from LA has dominated the paint. Like this guy, this last year, what they doing in LA, you know, if you from LA, you think there's only one guy on earth, Kendrick Lamar. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. You turn on that radio in LA, if you from LA, you work at Target, okay, Amazon, you delivering some shit, you working at the bakery, panaderia, whatever, East LA homes. You thinking there's one man breathing in hip hop. It's called Kendrick Lamar. I'm keeping it a buck with you.
No, he had a hell of a year.
Jesus.
He had a hell of a career, but the last year, so he
What do you think
doing
about
his thing.
beef in hip hop? Like I done answered this a million times.
It's getting out of hand when it gets. For me, I thought it was always good if you take it all the way back from Wild Style and LL and Kumo D and then all the way up to Us and 50, to whatever you want. It's always good as long as it stays on wax. You know what I mean? Now, when it first started, somebody say something about you, you got to go to the studio. You got to immediately work on getting one back out there. Boom. Now you knock the stick off your shoulders like a fight at the school at 3 o'clock. Now it got, as the technology evolved, it turned into movie skits, animations, retrieving fake information and going to the embassy and getting it got a little wacky for me. Like I like it to be beats and rhymes and keep it like that. Once it got out of my pay grade, I'm not really, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of disinterest to me because it's turning political now. Supposed to be
it is.
Beats and rhymes, mics, DJs.
There's even lawsuits behind rap diss records now. I never saw that.
That's over my head. I don't really understand when it gets, you know.
Maybe I don't know.
I just want to see.
Let's just say.
I just want to see rhymes and songs and hip hop shit. Once it gets, once it goes to the White House and all that, Supreme Court and things like that, and you know what I mean, and
to the Congress Library and all that.
You know what I mean?
Who got nominated for the Hall of Fame this year? I think Outkast, Salt and Pepper. You know, Salt and Pepper different, right? I've done a couple of shows with them, and it'd be like 99.9% women fans. Like they have a cult women fans audience. There's nothing you could do about it. I performed with them a couple of times, and the way women connect with Salt and Pepper is very. That story's never been told right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever they perform, the whole venue is women. You know, they really fuck with Salt and Pepper like that. So salute. Salt and Pepper come from a time where, you know, the stars were very few, but they were iconic. You know, Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL, Slick Rick, you know, the Rakims. It was when it was only had like 10, and they was holding it down for the ladies. And of course, Outkast.
Definitely.
You know,
they inducted. They're gonna win.
Inducted too.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Boy, 3 Stacks. What they done for hip hop is impeccable.
Yeah, they started that whole Atlanta movement with the Goody Mob, and they had everybody follow ever since.
Organized confusion, right? What was it? Organized noise.
Organized noise.
Rico Wade, rest in peace.
Yep. You know, so
shout out to Organized Confusion too, though. Pharoah Monch and his other man.
Yeah, Organized Confusion. That was that. Then you got what's the shit? The nigga in the middle of the barn. Crucial Conflict, right? From out there in the Midwest, boy. You know, I mean, you know, hip hop is so great, man, because it's such a variety of hip hop. If you out there really trying to like, I never knew. Everywhere I look on Instagram, TikTok, it's my anxiety. Like I thought it was like a white girl song. And my daughter was like, yo, that's Doechii. That's the girl I've been putting you on to, Dad. And I'm like, what?
She having a hell of a
what?
Career.
What?
Crazy.
It's my anxiety. That shit is everywhere under the sun, B. Like, I'm talking about, yo, I did not know it was this girl's record, Doechii. Oh,
she's dope. She's super dope.
No, she out of here with this anxiety. Like, I'm telling you, that shit is dog commercials, whatever. This shit is touching everybody. She got one. She got a culture moving. This is what I felt like today when I woke up. Look. Remember this shit? Look. Yeah. Remember this?
This thing is crazy.
About to light them up out there. The train is coming, baby. The train is coming now. What up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
Your boy Jada.
And this is the Joe and Jada Show.
Sponsored, presented to you by Boost Mobile.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let's take care of the people that's paying the bills
Boost
around here.
Mobile
First things first.
Is the official burner phone to the streets.
Yeah, I remember. I had a lot of good memories with Boost.
With a Boost Mobile, right? Boost Mobile was in the game. Presented by Boost Mobile. I did a commercial for them crazy years ago, man. It was a fun time.
Did Lisa give you the bag?
Lisa gave
out a lot of
She gave out a lot of Boost Mobile
Shout out
bags.
to Lisa.
She gave out a lot of Boost Mobile bags. Hey, yo, we here, Joe and Jada Show. We got to go right to it. The Knicks last night. This is our first show. Knicks last night. What did you take from that? What was you thinking? Where was you at? What was the vibe?
I was in the stew, for one, working on a feature of many that I got to do for people.
Do you play the volume in the studio that like you hear them talk, or you just?
Nah, I leave it. I leave it. But it was so crazy. It was you know.
Tuned in.
Yeah, I'm telling the engineer, look, he's trying to mix ad lib. Look, they tied it up. It's cool. So yeah. Nah, you know what I mean? They get one in Boston when everybody doubted us. We was 9.5 point underdogs, and then go in there and pull one off. Pause was incredible.
What I took from last night, the main thing that stood out to me,
we played together. It was a team effort. You know what I mean? Finally.
Hold up. Finally, Mikal Bridges earned that contract. I was not convinced this whole season.
I told everybody,
4
man.
number 1 picks. This, that. When we eventually won the game, it dawned upon me. It said, "Oh,
did you see what he? Did you see his impact? Thinking. Did you see his impact yesterday?
Yes, absolutely. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't see it the whole season. I don't know if he tries to play shy. I don't know if he just comes when he wants to light him up.
Lord, ain't there such thing as playoff Jimmy? He turned into a different Mikal Bridges in the playoffs, man.
No, but
that's what we needed.
What I'm saying is we pay these guys
to win the championship.
Not just him. We pay the people who pick these guys. So I wasn't happy with how they recruited them, to be honest with you. And last night when it all was said and done, I said, yo, these guys, because you thinking, the whole thing you thinking, the champs is Boston. Let's not get it confused. They the champs. They got a whole lot of Jason Tatum, a whole lot of Jaylen Brown. They got a whole lot of, even Al Horford is 100 years old and he still be disrespectful.
How you gonna call him?
No, I'm just saying, I'm older than him, but I'm just letting you, he's an OG in the game. But what I'm saying to you is, every team on the off season is trying to compete against that team. That's the championship team. So when you're looking at the team at the start of the game and everybody's saying it's impossible for us to win, eventually we win the first game. I realized what our recruiting, Leon Rose, what he envisioned. And it worked to expertise last night. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Technically, in any other time, see, you got to understand, as Knicks fans, we've been hurting for 20 years. We've been let down for 20.
A little bit longer than that.
No, since 1973, technically.
Huh.
But I'm just saying in our era, 20, 30 years, we've been hurting. And so any win we get or any way we come up, we just over celebrate and be like, oh my God, right? But Jalen Brunson, under any other circumstance, he would be considered a ball hog on any team. Because he need the ball in his hand every single time.
He's a shoe. He's a killer. He's a killer. He wants, he sometimes he see nothing but the team on his back. It's good and it's bad sometimes. Last night he was a killer and he was utilizing his teammates.
I agree with you all the way. My thing is, the man's a killer. He's a winner. You know, we seen too many players for years that they were happy with being close, but no cigar. You know, they get to the third round, they happy. He's a finisher. He's actually trying to bring a championship to New York City. And if nobody else believe, he believe.
You gotta believe. You know that
45
song?
missed threes by the Celtics yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy. One quarter, I think they shot 20. They missed 19 out of 23 pointers. That was crazy. But when they making them, they blow you out the arena. And when they missing them, we come back from 20. I hope they miss a lot more.
What a win for the New York Knicks. You know, we don't know how to act. Knicks fans don't know how to act. I've been looking, because we won, I'm enjoying it. So I'm looking at Instagram, like random people. The way Knicks fans celebrate, Knicks fans is we just too much.
We go overboard.
Oh, man. They got parties, all type of shit. Motherfucker, wait. They can't come back from 20. There's no way they're going to lose. And then the last play, when Mikal grabs the ball off of Jaylen Brown, he started going crazy. Fuck that. I told y'all this.
He felt like he was worth it.
Man, you know, Jaylen Brown is hurt. Technically, he's hurt. He banged up.
His knee ain't right now.
He banged up. And Porzingis, thank God, that guy.
What happened? He caught the
sat
flu?
out the whole, I don't know. What he caught, the flu? He might have got the stomach. You know, I caught a stomach bug nobody want the stomach bug.
Nah.
The vomit and the shit, same time. You don't want parts of that right there, man. I'm telling you. The stomach bug, I've been shot and I had the stomach bug a couple of times. You do not, under any circumstance, be flying from LA to New York with the stomach bug on the plane. That's that bombs over Baghdad in your stomach.
How about if you had the stomach bug in the Luther seats?
Yo, motherfucker, the Hulkamaniacs. You know, when we go to the game, I had a question for you I was thinking about. I said, how do you decide in a time like this, you get courtside tickets? It's two. How do you decide who you take with you? Does your son ask to come? Does which one in the crew gets to sit next to you? What is that like? Because I mean,
most like if any of my kids ask to go, they gonna win the other ticket hands down unanimously. You know, my man K will catch it, but I got people with me that love basketball more than him, so he don't mind being in BB.
He don't
like
care.
he's one row behind the floor and
you good.
He's still chilling, so he appreciate either or. But I got some of my friends that they bucket list is to sit on the floor, so I try to switch them up and let.
I mean, I don't know if Rich know, because Rich is the honorary seat holder.
Yeah.
When I sit here, that's Rich's seat technically.
So he ain't let nobody else get that.
No, they get it. They work them.
No baby girl could get it.
They start bothering them. Yo, my daughter be like, yo, I'm going to the game tomorrow. I be like, yo, Ma, you ever talk to Uncle Rich? Like, oh, he know what's up. I'm going to get. I'm saying, nah. That's Uncle Rich's seat. Like, you got to figure this one out. And they hitting me for more. You know, they hitting me bad. Like, yo, the next game.
Can I catch a game with you? Yeah.
It's hard to pick who's gonna go. You know, it's hard. But when I sit there, the first thing I do is look up to the Luther seats. And so why we call it the Luther is years ago I used to have to sit up a deck. And so I mean, really, yo, there's an upper deck. Yo, there's an upper deck in Madison Square Garden where you have to duck to get and sit in the seat. Like, I'm talking about that's where all the Hulkamaniacs are at.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? The Hulkamaniacs are up there. They'll put you in a pretzel. You don't know what, that's a rowdy crew. How about, them guys are so happy to be up there, they might have borrowed the money to be up there. That's the truth. They might have borrowed the money to be up there.
Depending on the ticket, it could cost a lot to be up there.
Hell yeah. So I'm saying back in the days, Luther Vandross, rest in peace, is my favorite singer of all time. I remember one concert, I threw the suit on and my shit, I looked like a bus driver, the sky blue shirt with the suit, and I'm upper deck ducking. My wife got a dress on and we looking at this motherfucking Luther Vandross about this little from up there. A house is not a home. And so we call that the Luther seats up there. You know, I mean, what an experience to sit courtside at something like this, man. It's an honor. I want to shout out the Knicks for always taking care of me, you know?
Definitely shout out to the whole Knick organization for taking care of myself. Joe Crack.
Denver, did you see this game?
Denver.
Listen,
how did they pick? They already picked the MVP? Because I think after this series, he might get a little, he might move up a couple notches on Shea. Yeah, 42, 22, and 9. That's like an inhuman. That's crazy, dog.
42, 22, and 9.
Yeah, that don't even make. What is that? That's crazy, dog.
Yo, that is insane. And so you think he's MVP?
I don't know how somebody that a 7 foot, whatever size he is, averaging a triple double for the whole season or two is.
But I tell you what
insane.
The problem is. There is no problem, right?
What's the problem?
But I tell you what the problem is that people don't understand with the Joker is in America we learn. You know how people sing, they go do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yeah.
you know. Now I'm telling you, when they play sports, they teach them the same dribble, who to pass it to, who this and this and that. The Joker come from like Serbia or some shit, from over there, right? He learned the opposite way. So he
taught him the reverse way?
Yeah. He does stuff you're not supposed to do. You see the ball flying right past you, be like, no way he made that. That's like 101. In Gaucho's gym, they teach you not to pass that ball like that. Joker does exactly that. So all the American players, they don't know what he's gonna do. They fucked up because they know how you come in any other way. Joker could do anything and he does it at his own.
And he moves slow. He's unstoppable.
I call him a slinky. He's like a slinky. He's like this, that. You know how the slinky be going down the stairs? He's like a slinky, but yo, he gets the job done. The other day, the last series, not even this one. Last series, he came in there, and you know the Joker, you know, he a big boy, so he come in there sloppy. Last series, he had his cheekbones showing. What? You know, that's how I know the boxers is going to win. Let me tell you something. That's how I know the boxers is going to win. Because when a boxer come in the ring and his cheekbones show, that mean that boy been training for real. The Joker last series, he's chubby. He had the cheekbone. Oh, no, he's not playing.
The Joker was doing boxing training?
I'm just saying he just was not for play. He came up in there and he meant business. He was not going to lose. I don't care who you threw at him, Kawhi, Harden, whoever, he was not going to lose. I seen it in the cheekbones. The Joker's a different kind of animal right now.
In the cheekbones.
You know what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, shout out to the Saudi, His Highness. His Excellency. The guy with the bag. And the man, he did 2 countries, 2 parts of the world in one day. So they had boxing for the first time in Times Square. I had to buy it. I think it was $89 or something like that. I had to buy it. A little disappointed, not a little, a lot of disappointed in the actual boxers. You know what I mean? And and that's why some people, even though I'm always going to be a boxing fan, some people went more towards the MMA and the UFC because you guaranteed action. In boxing, you get a guy to run. You know, Devin Haney was running that whole fight. I didn't understand that. according to me, he's nice. He wasn't letting them things go. Ryan Garcia, he got washed. It's like, I was a fan. Like,
You're not a fan no more?
Nah, he not like that. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never, God bless him, he's pound for pound the face of boxing, but I was never a Canelo fan after he fought Mayweather and couldn't even get a jab off. I can't see you. That's what you do. Like, this is you. You dedicated your life to this. You can't hit the man with a jab. I can't really big you up like that. So your man Ryan Garcia
had a bad night though, crap.
Yeah, you can have a bad night. All right, let's give him another chance. But
he about to have one against Bud. You know what I mean? I like Bud though, but
no, Bud against Canelo. That's gonna be that's probably the best fight in what, 10 years or something?
They weight class. Bud had to move up a lot, right? And weight.
Yeah, but Bud is he's probably the best boxer.
Yeah,
he's going up
definitely,
against Canelo.
definitely. Bud is that.
They're gonna have a serious fight.
I can't wait to see. I might have to attend that.
The last super fight was Tyson Paul, right? Mike Tyson.
I didn't get to see.
Paul. You didn't see the Tyson Paul,
and I'm happy I didn't get to see that.
Shout out to the Serrano sisters, Amanda Serrano. She fighting the third time. The girl from Ireland. What's the girl's name from Ireland? The boxer. Katie Taylor. And Amanda Serrano, they fighting in the Garden. That's the third time they fight. They the illest female boxers in the like they really try to kill each other in the ring. They tougher than most guys, so stay tuned for that. Charlemagne. Have you seen this movie? Do you watch musical movies like?
I watch all kind of movies. I watch whatever. I'm not one of them people that only watch certain kind of. Yeah, I watch all of them. I watch all of them kind of.
You watch all of them, me too. Nina Simone. So
I didn't see Bob Dylan though.
Oh man, Bob Dylan. Oh, yo, that movie is the one. You want to see that movie? They call him the greatest songwriter in history. Wow. He got the title. Yeah. Right? Not our style.
Yeah. I know
but the
about
actual
Bob Dylan.
Movie.
I just didn't see the movie.
Unknown. And they said the man ain't go to the Met Gala.
Because he wanted to watch
the Knicks game.
He's my type of guy. I love him. I'll vote for his next movie even without seeing it, just for that.
No, he's a real Knicks fan. I see him at the games, but he's so talented. Met Gala, do you see, anything to do with that
I've been seeing a couple. I see my man 3 Stacks with the piano on his back.
The piano.
That was crazy.
I
want to know what.
I don't know. It's like
was anything in it? Was the transmission in that piano, or was it like a empty box? It couldn't have been that heavy because he went up the stairs. He walked around.
Ross came in with like 1,000 feathers. Like my thing is like, yo, listen, one place, and there's no disrespect because if they invite me, I'm going. But one place I ain't been pressed to go to is the Met Gala. It just looked like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like all them outfits look like the girls are sucking in, they eating the olive for like a month. No shit is out of control.
Olive for a month.
Know when you know how strong you gotta be to have a piano on your back, me? Get the fuck out of here. He had a whole orchestra on his fucking back, man. You kidding me?
My man though, Snowfall came in with a motorcycle suit and they ripped it off and he had the helmet.
Nah, it's crazy.
Then he had a suit under the suit.
It's a bit. I'd rather see the Grammys.
I go to the Met Gala.
I would go to it. We get
invited me and did all that.
How do you get invited?
I just don't want to wear more than one outfit.
I've never been invited to.
You heard?
Huh?
I'm cool with the Met Gala. I don't want to be layered. I don't want to have like a suit with another suit with a quilt. Just give me one nice suit.
Yo, your man
with some accessories.
Listen, one of my idols, Babyface, he looked like Professor Clump. I don't know what is the inspiration.
What? Babyface look like
he wore this like
I can't take it, yo.
Dick, big ass. He looked like Clump, bro. He looked like Clump, like Professor Clump. And his shit. And I'm just
he wore a suit that had big
crazy fat. Like he looked like he was a fat boy. He's not. But I mean,
the suit made him look big.
The suit was made like that.
Oh, okay.
The suit was made like
no fashion.
Big
crazy.
Pun Fat Joe Grammys, like big
Word?
shit. Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it
just-
wasn't like that.
I'm trying to tell you what's going on out
Yeah,
there.
nah, you not.
Yo, this shit out of control.
Yeah.
They can have that shit right there. I don't know about, I don't expect Jada to come up in there like Zorro or some shit like that, right? Like, would
That's
you
the
do
part
some
that
shit
I
like
don't
that?
like. I just like the regular. If you invite me, just make me regular. Don't make me a Zorro hat or nothing that don't make
that
me.
shit-
Don't get me out of my element.
Rihanna pregnant.
That's a blessing. Child number 3 for Rocky and Riri. I think it's beautiful.
You know, let me tell you something, man. ASAP Rocky, I know him a long time. You know, he really from the Bronx.
I
A$AP
didn't know that.
No, I'm telling you.
I didn't know.
I'm telling you. I ain't gotta like, I don't need a cosign on this. The kid from the Bronx. I know him from the Bronx.
Okay.
And then he was Harlem. It's cool, but you know them babies really from their heritage is back in the Bronx. I'm trying to tell you, man. You could trace them back to the Bronx. I got money on it for anybody, and I'm not starting controversy. I'm just
you
saying.
telling me, is it anywhere on? Did he ever say this?
Never, ever. He never said
And you
it.
standing on business? ASAP in front of Bronx.
He know that though. Like I know that. He know that.
All right. We
Watch, you'll see.
gonna get to the bottom of this.
Listen,
You
man.
know, you a historical person. So
You
when
from
you
the Bronx, let me tell you something. You from the Bronx, there used to be this little, maybe you snuck in from Yonkers. I don't know. There used to be this little place called Miss Elise, where if you curse, you got to give $1. So all the hustlers, I seen Dame Dash there and a bunch of people there, like all the hustlers used to go in there. She cook, best cook in the world. She give you that. What's the bread? The wheat bread, the yellow and brown one.
cornbread.
It's a brand, the brown and yellow bread, the wheat bread,
Oh,
the
the,
soft one. And you just put the butter on that joint while you eat the steak and shit like that. But you know, his sister used to go there. I used to see her there all the time, ASAP Rocky's sister. Huh? Nature's Zone? Yes. Nature's Zone. Nature's Zone.
Nature's Zone, nah.
That's that Nature's Zone right there. Trust me, I know, but salute ASAP Rocky, man. He doing major things. Out there, and he got them babies coming. Those $1 billion babies, man.
Facts.
Shout out my sister Rihanna. Ever signed up a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then months later it's like, surprise, your bill is higher?
With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contract, forever.
Plus, Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5G network. They invested billions of dollars building 5G towers across the country.
Visit boostmobile.com or head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever.
5G speeds is not available in all areas. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds and customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on that Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Shador fell to the 5th round. How you feel about that? What you think was involved? What you think made that happen? Do you think that was always going to happen? Do you think it's some knocks because he come from a wealthy, smart, Hall of Fame dad, and he's doing this with watches and big Hercs and Rolls Royces, and think that made the team owners a little mad and shy away? What do you think it was?
First of all, let me just say that
Shador!
all the team players, all the teams played themselves. Let's be clear.
That skipped them?
Every one of them teams played themselves. The Giants, Dallas. The first thing I told them was like, yo, you think Dallas is they passed on them 5 times? Dallas? They got my man. Dallas never winning with
But they gave Dak
with my
a
man.
zillion
What's my
dollars.
man?
They can't.
He's there for good looks. Dak Prescott is simply a good-looking guy.
looks.
He gets the money. He gets the endorsements. He's not winning shit. And Rich, my brother's a Dallas fan, and I gotta join with him.
How you feel
How
about
do you
this
pass
player?
on Shador 5 times? Like you gotta be on crack.
Not 5 times, 5 rounds.
5 rounds is they
Four
picked
rounds.
4 other guys in front of him. And every single team, even Cleveland, who picked him, they
mad
picked
guy.
somebody before.
There's a lot of rounds. He got picked 100 and something or something.
once again, I'm going to tell you, every single team in the NFL played themselves. You see how with LeBron, Bronny, they made sure nobody would pick him? And he was like, yo, don't pick him. He got to come play with his father. And everybody fell back. That was the blueprint of this shit. They just all got together, all the owners, we're going to teach him a lesson.
I think it was different, crack. Bron is inside the organization. He could talk to Genie. He could talk to Rob Pelinka. He could do that.
No, but other teams, why the Knicks ain't pick him? Why the Raptors ain't pick him? Why nobody? Because they told the whole league.
You can't tell nobody.
I'm telling you, that's what they did.
Work like that.
That's what they did. Paul and them guys who fucking managed all the biggest. Rich Paul and them was like, you better not pick Bronny. He got to play with his father. But let's just say this is the reverse of that in the NFL. They definitely told all the owners, we teaching this kid a lesson. We not picking him. And with the problem with that, the problem I got with that, right, is I don't know Dion like you guys might know him. All I know him for is saying God is great. God is good. He's a family man. He takes care of his kids. He coaches kids. He mentors. I don't know how that would upset every owner of the National Football League to not pick his son. Like, it's not like, to me, I don't look at Dion as problematic.
It's not that, correct. They already stars. Dion, all his kids, they already famous. It's probably I don't know why. He should have been the top 10, top 5, if you ask me.
Listen, Cleveland, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They immediately sold more jerseys than every other rookie in the whole league. He sold more jerseys.
He's going to sell out the stands and jerseys and all that, but the owners and the GMs want to see wins. They pay for wins.
No, he's going to win. So who they pick before him going to make them win more than him?
They got 5 quarterbacks right now.
Oh, yeah, they got too many. So they probably loaded up so they can start trading everybody off.
Sean Watson, Flacco. They want to get, but he's still there as of now.
He's there. Flacco is like really old school, right?
Well, Flacco's efficient for 1 year wherever he go.
He got one good year?
Yeah, like he give you one good, they usually bring him in half the season or like.
Yo, how about the biggest robbery in football history, Aaron Rodgers, right? And that's my man, too. I love Aaron Rodgers. Yo. That motherfucker twisted his ankle on the first play. How much money he caught for the 2 seasons?
His Achilles, crack.
How many on the first play, B? Let me ask you something. How many millions was that for 2 years right there? How crazy? You know what we got to rap? You know how many times we got to go to Alberta, Canada and shit like that to fucking get the bag up? Like, your motherfucker twisted his ankle and he how much he caught?
49 minutes.
Jeez.
Whoa.
14 and 25, and he's getting 35 next year.
Why we don't have that for rappers? Why we don't have like a way out? Yo, give Jada a check. Give Joe a check. What is it? I mean, what? I guess this podcast shit is the new rapper shit, right? I'm at a Jewish funeral yesterday. One of my best friends is Jewish. His grandmother died. She's 93. And I'm talking to a Jewish lady right next to her in the funeral thing. And she's like, hey, Joe, man, you got to tune into my podcast. And she's like 80 years old. I'm looking at her. I say, yo, you know what? I could learn a lot from you. I might just tune into your podcast. But this shit is just everybody. What's going to make the difference with the Joe and Jada podcast?
Authenticity. You know what I mean? It got to be an organic conversation, correct? We can't ride the wave of what's going on out here. You know what I mean? This ain't that, and that ain't this.
That ain't this.
It's cracking kiss.
Oh, see, my thing is when you talk about that's one right there. You know, when you talk about hip hop podcasts, see, I can't salute you if you didn't go and did a show and the promoter beat you for your second half of your money, or you went to
What
a
you
show,
saying,
the promoter don't want to pay you.
If you haven't been through the farm league
Listen.
of what it takes
Listen, you
to...
can't be sitting up here dissecting the albums. And that's the fucking problem we had with rap since the beginning, since the source mics and all this shit. It's like, yo, you ain't even played the game. You see, the reason why we love TNT so much with Chuck and Shaq, these are legends. They played the game. They know the ins and outs. When it comes to Jada and Joe, like, we've been fucked over, we done won, we done had moments, we done had anthems, we know the game, we done got beat by the promoters. You ain't really been real unless they sick pit bulls on you when you try to get your second half of money. Or you gotta beat up a promoter and take the money in quarters. You know what I'm saying? Or you get kidnapped in Africa. We need our money, right? We need our money. So I'm gonna take
my
it in
money
quarters.
and I need it now.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get my so when I see these certain guys commenting, never had a hit record, never had a album, never, I'm like, to me, they're not qualified. You know, certain
When they put these mics in front of people, they lose some people just get caught in the moment and say dumb shit. You know what I mean? And it happens to the best of us. But
I'm saying,
in due time, it'll all come to the light.
Yeah, they just said the best duo ever in hip hop is Ashanti and Ja Rule. Can I start with my comments first on this? Right? Every show I do with Ashanti and Ja Rule, it's the only show I sit there and watch them perform after me. I just love their music, what they brought to the game. Dynamic together. It's definitely one of my favorite duos. And so, you know, I salute Ja and Ashanti. I don't disagree. And it was like you had to have, like, it had to be a group or three or more songs.
They never had an album. I think for them to win duo of history and never had an album together, just did mad classic, made hits. I think that's awesome. But I think, they ain't throw me and Mary on there. I know what you had to have 3 or more songs?
Now you gotta have 3 or more songs. You got a bunch of songs with Mary.
Yeah, I got at least 3 or more though.
But you know that
he
boy.
Even nominate.
Let me tell you something. But your coldest one was with Usher.
No doubt.
That shit, damn boy.
Throwback. Shout out to my boy Usher.
Oh man, when Usher was what? The biggest guy on earth at the time?
Sure.
He send you the song, yo, Jada, I need you on this.
I'm like, wow.
Ooh, I'm gonna want you back.
Yeah.
When that shit hit and you heard the fucking and them drums hit,
that was
once
crazy.
you see yo Jada, you was like, oh no, you smoked some real loud. Like you was in, you might as well been comatose on that shit. You was
I
like,
kind of wish I had that. I'm like, damn, Just Blaze should have gave me this beat, man.
Yeah, but he gave it to you with Usher. That's a fucking diamond. That's diamond
he
song.
gave me shit. It was Usher's song that I just lended a little bit of services to. But I felt it was a beautiful thing because, like you said, Usher was running the world, controlling the world in his hands. So when they sent down, I'm like, all right, this is gonna help me. This is gonna help out a lot. 1 year since the Kendrick and Drake discrepancy. What they like to call it beef in the media world, since we in media
We
now.
in media now.
But thank God nothing happened to anybody physically. Yeah. But how you feel about? Personally, I thought it was about 4 or 5 months ago. I can't believe it's already been a year.
This shit is out of control, man. How's a year? But what I can tell you is, boy, that Kendrick Lamar gets some spins in LA radio. Nah.
Everybody from LA gets spins on LA.
You never
radio.
seen. When's the last time you went and put on the radio in LA? I was there last week.
I was there like last week too.
Bro, I never seen nothing like this. Like every single song, they like turn the TV off. The other one, this, that,
get a lot of
the scissor, the Luther, the this. Like what?
It's spinning.
It's a fact. Kendrick Lamar gets played 9 out of every 10 songs in LA right now. Not even Snoop Dogg, not even Tupac Shakur, not nobody from LA has dominated the paint. Like this guy, this last year, what they doing in LA, You know, if you from LA, you think there's only one guy on earth, Kendrick Lamar. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. You turn on that radio in LA, if you from LA, you work at Target, okay, Amazon, you delivering some shit, you working at the bakery, panaderia, whatever, East LA homes, you thinking there's one man breathing in hip hop. It's called Kendrick Lamar. I'm keeping it a buck with you.
No, he had a hell of a year.
Jesus.
He had a hell of a career, but the last year, so he
What do you think
doing his
about
thing.
beef in hip hop? Like I done answered this a million times. If
It's getting out of hand when it gets. For me, I thought it was always good if you take it all the way back from Wild Style and LL and Kumo D and then all the way up to Us and 50, to whatever you want. It's always good as long as it stays on wax. You know what I mean? Now, when it first started, somebody say something about you, you got to go to the studio. You got to immediately work on getting one back out there. Boom. Now you knock the stick off your shoulders like a fight at the school at 3 o'clock. Now it got, as the technology evolved, it turned into movie skits, animations, retrieving fake information and going to the embassy and getting it got a little wacky for me. Like I like it to be beats and rhymes and keep it like that. Once it got out of my pay grade, I'm not really, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of disinterest to me because it's turning political now. Supposed to be
it is.
Beats and rhymes, mics, DJs.
There's even lawsuits behind rap diss records now. I never saw that.
That's over my head. I don't really understand when it gets, you know.
Maybe I don't know.
I just want to see.
Let's just say.
I just want to see rhymes and songs and hip hop shit. Once it gets, once it goes to the White House and all that, Supreme Court and things like that, and you know what I mean, and
to the Congress Library and all that.
You know what I mean.
Who got nominated for the Hall of Fame this year? I think Outkast, Salt and Pepper. You know, Salt and Pepper different, right? I've done a couple of shows with them, and it'd be like 99.9% women fans. Like they have a cult women fans audience. There's nothing you could do about it. I performed with them a couple of times, and the way women connect with Salt and Pepper is very. That story's never been told right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever they perform, the whole venue is women. You know, they really fuck with Salt and Pepper like that. So salute. Salt and Pepper come from a time where, you know, the stars were very few, but they were iconic. You know, Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL, Slick Rick, you know, the Rakims. It was when it was only had like 10, and they was holding it down for the ladies. And of course, Outkast.
Definitely.
You know,
they inducted. They're gonna win.
Inducted too.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Boy, 3 Stacks. What they done for hip hop is impeccable.
Yeah, they started that whole Atlanta movement with the Goody Mob, and they had everybody follow ever since.
Organized confusion, right? What was it? Organized noise.
Organized noise.
Rico Wade, rest
in peace.
Yeah.
You know, so
shout out to Organized Confusion too, though. Farrell Monch and his other man.
Yeah, Organized Confusion. That was that. Then you got what's the shit? The nigga in the middle of the barn. Crucial Conflict, right? From out there in the Midwest, boy. You know, I mean, you know, hip hop is so great, man, because it's such a variety of hip hop. If you out there really trying to like this, I never knew. Everywhere I look on Instagram, TikTok, it's my anxiety. It's like I thought it was like a white girl song, and my daughter was like, "Yo, that's Doechii. That's the girl I've been putting you on to, Dad." And I'm like, "What?"
She's having a hell of a
what?
Career.
What?
Crazy.
It's my anxiety. That shit is everywhere under the sun, B. Like, I'm talking about that. Yo, I did not know it was this girl's record, Doechii. Oh,
she's dope. She's super dope.
No, she out of here with this anxiety. Like, you know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, that shit is dog commercials, whatever. This shit is touching everybody. She got one. She got a culture moving.
Greatest album ever to come out of hip hop is Mobb Deep Infamous.
He said New York.
New York. I definitely think that's one of them.
That's
I
definitely one of them.
definitely wouldn't argue. I wouldn't argue with that. You know what I mean? The Infamous album did a lot for me. It did a lot for my brothers.
Yeah.
It did a lot for hip hop. Shit was incredible.
Phenom. When Prodigy died, I was at his funeral, and it was so. First of all, you walk in the funeral and they playing boom boom. They had a band playing it. Boom boom. There's a war going on outside. No man to say. They was playing the beat when you walk in the funeral. A band. Could have been the Roots. I don't know. Somebody. They playing that, so I'm in the back. I'm tearing up, and it just hit me at that moment that say if hip hop was a pyramid, we lost like a big stone. Like I was in there and I realized, like, yo, we really took a L. Prodigy is dead. And in the middle of the whole shit, you know how when your friends come up there and talk about you, one of their mans got up there and was like, and fuck KRS-One, the bridge ain't over there. I'm like, yo, wow. 30 years later, they still shooting at us. I'm like, yo, I'm with you. I'm at the funeral with you, baby. What you talking about? I don't give a fuck, this, that, yo, face. And my favorite album of all time, whether New York or anybody, is Illmatic. Nasty Nas. Even when I'm on that plane, my biggest fear of the plane, when that shit start doing all this shit, he'd be like, you want to take a license for this? Your ass should be out saying going to get something. Yo, thumb, pass the Henny, fine. And they got, all that shit. Yo, son, nah. This is Illmatic. Even when you got the record deal or you don't got the... See, that's what's hip-hop. Hip-hop's missing that a lot, too. Those legendary skits. Them Wu-Tang skits. Yo, son, I'm hit. Wu-Tang?
Drag me in the building.
Yeah,
Gonna take to 17. It's 17, huh? Go ahead, son. They definitely missing skits. But anytime you talk about legendary or classic album or any of that, it could go for days like a religious argument. So
yeah, it is.
But I only think it was a problem if it's things on the list that nobody agrees of. You know what I mean? So
that's the story of the Grammys.
When Ninth Wonder sat down and said,
that's the story of
infamous,
the Grammys.
Look,
I had beef with 50 Cent. I watched him come into the fucking Grammys. He sold 30 million records. You remember that first 50 Cent album? He was nominated. That nigga might have lost the tic-tac-toe. He got up and looked around and walked right back out that fucking Grammy. Like the Grammy, they've been better these years, right? But they had it all the way fucked up. Like they was giving, fucking Mork and Mindy the Grammy over Biggie and shit like this. And you sitting there like, yo, this shit is nuts. I watched 50 Cent walk in, sold 30 million records, man. G-Unit. Bo, we could get this shit popping. Bo. He walked up in there. His seat wasn't even warm. He sat there for like 2 seconds. And the winner is Herbal and Peaches over here.
Yo.
And the man got up and walked out. And that's when I knew, we all fucked in the Grammys. When I saw that shit, I said, oh no, everybody fucked in the Grammys. Like, and I don't know what expertise they use. If it has to be elevator music or some shit, I don't know what it is. I know I lost 2 of my Grammys. I got nominated, I want to say 6 times. One I lost to the Black Eyed Peas for Lean Back, and they didn't even have Fergie with them. They didn't even have the white girl yet. So they was really not even popping at the time, right?
They was just the Black Eyes.
Yeah, the Black Eyes. Yeah. They ain't have Fergie. If you ain't got Fergie, you ain't supposed to be winning Lean Back. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't. You at least Fergie, we understand. We got Fergie. But then the second one I lost was Chance the Rapper. I still don't. Yo, let me tell you something.
Wow.
I'm bitter about that. I'm bitter. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I know.
He
Chance
be
the Rapper.
all the way up. Remy
He be-
comes out of jail for 8 years.
What songs?
I
What
come
song
out of
did he?
jail.
What song was the?
No, he won with that. The only song. You don't want no problems. Got no
Oh.
problems with me. That's a decent song, but it didn't mean as much as the hood. We went to jail, both of us. We came back. We had our all-time low. We put out a record. I'm all the way up. It goes #1, and Chance the Rapper wins. Come on, man. They wasn't tapped into the culture right. Automatically, you're supposed to give it to the Robin Hoods.
I got nominated once. I don't know who I lost.
Let me tell you something. This man, Big Pun, first Latino to sell 2 million records solo. We go to the Grammys. We rent the biggest mansion. This man get the girls to come from San Francisco. They did the finger waves on Pun. Pun had the finger waves like Mac Dre and all those guys out there in San Francisco. That's the infamous pictures. We got the big suits with each other. Like,
I remember that.
man, we walked up in there. Your man Ricky Martin was up there. He was living la vida loca. We was like, oh shit! I waited my whole life to go to the Grammys. I'm looking at this. Everybody's over there. You got fucking every superstar you ever name in your life. So we just sit down in 1 second. When we get there, the guy from Loud Records come up and be like, yo, they did the hip hop before this. Y'all lost. Pun said, man, fuck these. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck the Grammys. I said, yo, Pun. It's the first time we've been invited to some fly. She was like, fuck them. You coming with me or not? I was like, oh my God. We walked up out of that shit. He was tight. He was tight. So they really matter. People definitely want to get celebrated.
I think it's somebody in the academy that figured out we happy with just getting nominated.
Nah, fuck that.
Donald Trump said Stephen
Trump
A. Smith should run for president. Donald Trump always says crazy shit.
yo,
I don't think Stephen A. should be the president. Maybe the president of sports at ESPN, but not the president of the world.
But let me explain something to you. Donald Trump, he had a TV show, man. He
had a lot of TV shows, a lot of buildings, golf courses, all of that.
Yeah,
what the hell?
President?
Correct.
I mean,
Stephen A. I would think Stephen A. wouldn't be president.
He don't. He definitely said he don't want to be president. But what you got to understand that all these people, they regular people, man. They just become politicians. And then through the years, they go on, they ranks up until being the president. Why can't Stephen A. Smith
That's what Donald Trump put in the air, that anybody can be president. That ain't right. Anybody can't just be president.
No, you gotta have the people behind you, but they all regular people. So what I'm trying to tell you is these guys ain't superheroes. Yeah, so why somebody come from New York, made somebody getting 100 million? Right, Stephen A. Smith ain't broke.
Yeah, but
he getting bread.
To do with running the world. I don't care if he got 100 trillion. He don't know about going over there talking to the big guys over there and all that.
What I'm saying to you is when Donald Trump
worldly issues.
Donald Trump was in WrestleMania, B. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Is
Donald Trump can never be another Donald Trump.
Anybody.
Donald Trump's like Deion Sanders. There'll never be another one.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's never going to do what he did ever again. The presidency is not something to take lightly. Last few years, we just been saying anybody should run for president. We got to get back to presidents running for presidents.
Real presidents running for presidents. Now you ain't bullshitting. We'll end that one with that.
As soon as you get trending a little, all right, Crack should run for president. No, he
shouldn't. Next they're going to be like Crack and Lizzo. President, vice president, the motherfuckers can sell out a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, anybody go for. I don't want to be president, politician.
That's what I'm saying, man. Leave
none of that
politics to the politicians.
Leave me alone. We gotta clear this too.
And then he ended with this.
Okay.
Stick is nuts.
Y'all, listen. Train is coming now. Train is coming, baby. The train is coming now.
Who they gonna kill?
train is
I'm a
coming,
Joe Berry, I'm a
baby.
Skin Jerry a lot. What the hell was
They
this song?
kept playing the joint. I didn't get to see Sinners yet. My daughter went to see it 3 times.
There's
She
one
says it's
song on
incredible.
there that they skinning somebody alive, man. That was the anthem.
This is from Money Train. Remember Money Train with
With Woody and
yes,
and-
they the train is coming, baby. The train is coming now. That's how I felt when I flew in. I just said, "Damn, we're about to take the nation by storm. The Joe and Jada show about to be official out here. Like, you know, this ruffles some feathers immediately. You know, the minute you and I understand. The minute they announced Joe and Jada got a podcast, it immediately rang some bells, and they was like, "Oh shit, they coming with that shit because we are." The
And you
train
can say
is
that
coming,
again.
baby.
The train is coming
The train
now.
is coming now. The train is coming, baby. All right, tune in next time for the Joe and Jada show, man. Brought to you by Boost Mobile, baby. Go
Happy
get that.
Mother's Day, pre-Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man.
Happy
Salute.
Mother's. Rest
God
in peace
bless
to my
y'all.
moms. My mom's passed away
Rest in peace.
this week. And it's something that you always fear and you always think it might happen, but then it just really happens. And so you just got to deal with life, man up. And shout out to my moms for being such a beautiful influence in me and you know, making me the man who I am. So Ruby, Miss Cartagena, peace.
Love.